and maybe Complan at the back. Now you go to any drugstore, the front portion is full of supplements. The drugs are at the back.
You are absolutely right. Your observation is 110% correct. And that's what has been happening, that off label, on the counter, drugs are available like anything. The supplements, we don't know what are the advantages. Patients, bring the bottles to us and they come and ask us, are these supplements safe? How do I know? I do not know. I have not gone through the research and development of that. I haven't seen a paper published. I haven't seen data on those drugs. How do I know what those supplements contain? How do I guarantee the safety? That's why you should always go and see a doctor first. Get yourself checked up. See for the any cross linking of the drugs, any side effects of the drugs, and then go ahead and take any medication, whichever you are. If you have supplements, you have to take supplements. Suppose you are vitamin deficient, you have to take supplements. Take it as prescribed by the doctor, not on the counter, not by a chemist. Please understand, chemists are not the doctors here.
Absolutely,
we
madam.
we go ahead, yeah, we go ahead and just buy them on the counter.
Okay.
There are so many drugs which are prescribed like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dr. Chandra, your opening comments on the entire debate which has erupted after a very famous actor passed away, and the details that have come out subsequently.
So I want to start with, see, supplements can be necessary in certain patients, right? If they're vitamin deficient or they are like having some muscle weakness, sarcopenia, they need more protein supplementations. However, this market is not regulated. It's not FDA regulated in US and it's not regulated in India either. And it's a $1 trillion industry. You see there's different companies coming up every second or third day. So wellness has become a business, unfortunately. It was supposed to be a field which was regulated by doctors. So, I always educate my patients before you take any kind of medication, whether it's over the counter or in, like if you heard about it from your friends or whoever. And right now there's a huge market for the other like weight loss drugs, you can see, right? So it has to be guided and directed by the right physician who knows
Sorry,
what they're
I just need to add one more thing. Even wellness, you use the correct word, madam, wellness. But even wellness under a doctor prescription can go horribly wrong if you look at the cases of plastic surgery that which have been very well documented, or the beauty enhanced bodies, they go horribly wrong and people die.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And I'll tie your point in the end. What I wanted to kind of continue is because I get patients like that every day. And I practice longevity medicine, which is like apart from the US now coming in India. Very well, very very poorly misunderstood place it is. And so there's so much space of misinformation and this gap that people are taking advantage of that gap. And also I wanted to talk about the social pressure that our society creates for people to have this anti-aging or like find this like these medications in the gray market, using them for different indications. As somebody pointed out, metformin, for example, is a beautiful drug for type 2 diabetes, but it has been abused. It's abused in the gray market. It's sold over the counter for different reasons, right? Same thing with glutathione that we talked about. People, even if they know, for example, like having IV glutathione, there's a way to give it. You cannot rush it. You can have low blood pressure from that. You can have like allergic reactions, anaphylaxis from that, right? So only a guided physician should do this. It should always be in supervision, like from a medical perspective. However, there's so much potential for these drugs to be abused, which we are clearly seeing, and we're seeing the side effects of it.
Okay. Dr. Shikha Sharma, I have two questions for you. Why is beauty and age two different things? You can age beautifully. That's number one. And secondly, I mean to say, is it a fallout of a celebrity culture, madam, that you really need to look ageless in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s? Something which we humans are not meant for. There's a biological clock. There's a finiteness of our self on this planet. I mean, everyone has to come and everyone has to go. And to make it a sort of a wider question, how do you deal with this when people come to you, take your advice, I want to be fit from inside and I want to glow outside, fit from outside,
Very, very nicely put question. So I'll divide into two parts. The first part is, let's go with first understand the celebrity situation. Now, when the people we call celebrities, they're basically the source of income is based heavily on the way they look. And if they do not look a certain way, they might not get the opportunities or the financial rewards which they are looking for. And that is very typical of all the entire industry, which is based on looking good or looking a certain way. So that is number one. So the pressure is immense because it is your financial well-being. It's connected to your financial, your earning opportunity. So here I would like to say there are two ways of longevity. Now, while longevity and anti-aging are related but slightly different, longevity is being the best version of yourself, which means you eat the right foods, you exercise, you do the right kind of things for your mind and body wellness, and you do it in an intentional way, you do it in a structured way. Now, there are some people who either are misguided or do not understand that longevity is a science which is heavily dependent on following the right things, which is your nutrition, your exercise, your mind body wellness. You can, no medicine on this earth can replicate it. No medicine on this earth can actually reverse aging like that. Like we have spoken about growth hormone, we have spoken about intravenous vitamin C's. All this